Hey guys, and welcome back to my 189 playthrough. We are just about to go mining, and it's going to be another one of those episodes where you're just hearing me ramble basically and talk about things and while I mine, and hopefully we'll get along to doing some Thorncraft as well, because that will be also very fun. So we have our Thormonomicon. Do I do some Thorm now, or do I do it later? I think I'll do it later. I'll get us some materials first to work with, because you can't very well do Thorncraft without some materials. So, I also want... I just don't have the cobblestone for it. Alright. Let's keep going then. Hello, Spidoo. I might quickly grab some cobblestone from the oldie cave over here. This is a different one. This one. No, this one. Grab some cobblestone from here just to make sure I've got some backup tools. Because as you can see, my sword is about to break. And that is no good. Hello, bat. Now, you're in major trouble if cobblestone is a rare thing, so hopefully this won't be something that continues to happen for a long time. Okay, so let's make up some backup tools. So there has been some mod changes. This is also part of the reason why I'm not keeping a mod list, is because the mod list is so transient that it's kind of futile for me to try and keep things up to date. So I'm just not going to bother. If you want to know what mods I'm playing with, best thing to do is watch the episodes and remember. I know that sounds mean, but it kind of is the best way to do it, because the other thing is that I noticed also is that I don't always remember what I added to the pack or removed from the pack. Speaking of removed, I've removed hopper ducks. Reason being is I was kindly informed that there was a mod in the comments of the last episode and the episode before that, kindly informed about Charset, which is a mod by Ace, who is the person who works on, or worked on Buildcraft, as well as been around in the community for a long time working on things here and there. But Charset is basically I should plant some potatoes, shouldn't I? And some carrot. Why haven't I not done these things? I will plant all of that. Plant all of that as well. So Charset is basically 189's current most common answer to the question, how do I transport things with pipes? Or how do I transport items automatically in 189? And Charset is the answer. So, hopper ducks has been removed. It's just because I know that it will be redundant on my part to have hopper ducks as well as Charset. I may as well just use Charset in an instance where I'd use hopper ducks. So that is a thing. What else is a thing? We have installed Blood Moon. So now there's a 5% chance every night, speaking of nighttime, it's a 5% chance every night of there being a blood moon, which means during that time, creatures and nightmares of the night will come and spawn more frequently. So you better batter up your doors. And they spawn closer to you as well. They don't spawn in that 40 block range that you are used to. They spawn much closer than that. I'm not sure whether they can spawn right next to you, but I'm not going to take the chance. The best way around that, obviously, is to make sure that your safe areas are lit up. So, speaking of lit up, I know I've gone to that cave like 4 times now and not actually gone in. I need torches really badly. And I don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did I ever think I was going to go caving without light? So, let's just make sure that that happens. Alright. Probably shouldn't be walking around with a wand either, because right now there's no point in it. And I just realised I have my jungle wood. So, we're going to wait for that to cook, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and we just have enough charcoal now. Great. So, I also remembered we've added chisel. So we have the 189 version of chisel. It's in alpha, so again, this is another reason why I don't keep a mod list, is because I'm using alphas and I don't want to be responsible for sending grumpy people to people who have mods that are alphas. Just generally because when people play with alphas, they often don't realize they are playing with an alpha or what that means. And they grump at mod developers often and frequently for things that they don't understand why something is broken or not working right now. But yes, we have Chisel 189. We also have a mod called Alt F4, which is a better furnace mod. It's pretty neat. Basically, it's a furnace where it has buffer slots for everything, and it stores experience internally rather than dumping it out on you when you pick something out of the furnace. That way you can spend the experience when you want to and not have to worry about having the experience on you. Sorry, I'm a little bit throaty today. I'm not entirely sure why. Hopefully that clears up soon and it won't affect the rest of the episode. This was a bust. This cave went nowhere. But we did get some coal, I suppose. That's the other side. Let's try and find another cave. Because at this stage I'd really rather not dig for my caves. I'd rather just explore from the surface. And that was a bust too. We also do want caves, because if we're going to be doing Thorncraft, we need caves. You don't just find crystals in the walls and stuff now, they actually grow on the surfaces of stone, which means you must find a cave if you want to find those crystals, because they do not spawn. You couldn't go down to like level 12, for instance, and then just shaft mine your way around, because that will blow up in your face very quickly. Because you're not going to find any crystal down there. You'll find diamonds and you'll find ore and stuff, but because they grow on the surface of stone, you're not going to find any crystal. So you need to spelunk if you want to find crystals, and basically all I'm doing right now is seeing if I can spot any caves around here. If not, we'll just try and dig down and see if we find one along the way, but I'd rather not. That's sign of a cave. That's a sign of a ravine, actually. Hello, ravine. I'm a little less brave for doing that at the moment, so let's try to find another cave. Yeah, not brave enough to go down into a ravine right now. Too vertical. Too vertical for me. What are you hiding? What treasures are you hiding, world? There's got to be more surface caves than this. This probably makes it a lot harder. Here we go. A lot harder to find it. No, this is not one. A lot harder to find it in the jungle, of course, but it'd be nice to actually have one just to, you know, work. Go further than a couple of blocks down into the ground and then stop. Aha! No, you're just a lava pool, aren't you? Or a block of lava. Disperse. Thank you. Yeah. That went nowhere as well. Alright, we're going to head back to the hut. Wherever I put it. Generally center of this island. Should actually just put a waypoint down, to be honest. Hello. While we're here, we should make sure that this is spread out properly. You and no, that was it. So you can see how effective that is. Why I'm going in here is to do this. Waypoint, new, home, save, close, close. Great. Let's just kind of go here. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Oh, that gave me a fright. I think that's Enderzoo. Pretty sure that's Enderzoo. But if every block's gonna do that, that's really annoying. Dirt slime. Dirt. Slime. Spawn. What are you? Spawn Kindrel Kite. Kindrel Kite. What are you from? That's another thing I installed. Enderzoo. So we have somewhere in here. No, this is all Endermini, Concussion Creeper, Fallen Knight, Fallen Steed, Wither Witch, Wither Cat, and Direwolf. I really hope not every single piece of dirt is like this. Apparently it's not. Apparently that was just where I was digging. Alright, then we'll keep the Kindrel Knights around. It would be nice to have them around. I like having more mobs in my world, basically. And as long as they're not going to give me a heart attack every time, because now I expect them. Let's zoom in on the mini-map so that I can be cheaty. And when we get low enough, I'll be able to see caves around me, hopefully. Hopefully that's what happens. And hopefully there is caves below me, because I have had really just lousy luck in the past when I've been doing this, and there's been no caves anywhere in sight, all the way down to bedrock. Aha, we have contact. It's a ravine. It is a ravine. And it's in this direction. And it's probably a little further down, actually. Because I think you got like a 5-block gap with journey map. So we will dig just down this way and get out. Oh, thank you, inventory tweaks. I forgot you were installed. I've been playing on FC1 a little bit. The acronym is Forgecraft 1, for those that don't know. And they don't have inventory tweaks. So that's a thing. Well, this is not going to plan, is it? Let's just dig steps down then. There we go. You're a little further down. But you're an excellent start, so we will... Ah, didn't mean to break that. Put that back, please. Thank you. Let's dig a little bit further down. Get into that ravine good and proper. And see what we can get our hands on. Our grubby little mitts. Hello friends. There is a lot of you. Well, not a huge amount, but there's a lot of you for somebody who has no armor and a stone sword. I'm wondering why I'm still spiraling down. It's because I'm trying to get down to their level, which should be around here. Hi friends, how you doing? That's a bold skeleton. Thank you, Thorncraft. Of course there's a creeper. Why wouldn't there be a creeper? Right. Right. We have contact. We also have common treasure. Delicious. What do we get? Coins, an ender pearl. That's quite helpful. And a potion of weakness. Thanks, Mum. What can we do with this ender pearl right now? Not a lot. Blood altar. We could make a teleportation focus. What can we do in crafting with our ender pearls? We can make a lot of the RF tools, but mostly this is probably what I would make first off. It's the basic Simulsax transductor. It'll help us with building. Actually, no, experience crystal is probably what we want to make first, because if we make one of those Alt-F4 furnaces that I was talking about, it would be useful. We can make an interwebs and platforms from random things. They're pretty cool. They work like platforms in platforming games, so you can jump up through them, but you won't fall down through them unless you hold down shift. It's pretty cool. We want some of this coal. Well, tell you what, let's survey this, and then I'll get to mining, and when I get to mining, I will cut for you guys, so you're not totally bored out of your noggins. Oh, edge around the lava. There's nothing there. Okay, great. What's in the other direction? What I would really like to see is access to more caves, which is not this, I don't think. That's just a death trap. So let's make that less death trappy. Really? There's no access to more caves coming off this ravine. That is sad. Hi. Finally see some iron though. That's a good sign. Ow! That was just bad platforming. It does go on for quite some time. It's just like a double jointed ravine. Okay. Not a lot in here, to be honest. It's quite disappointing. Yeah. Ow. Stop being a total derp. Make this dirt proof. Don't see any caves up. That's what I'm doing, by the way. I'm trying to find caves that are above me. Just in case there's caves that I missed. Because if this ravine is just this shallow and this useless, I'd rather not. I'd just rather not. That's where we came from. Alright, I'm gonna pick the bones of this ravine and then I'll be back, I guess. And then we'll try and find another cave elsewhere. How disappointing. Alright, see you soon. Alright, I'm back. I'm just waiting for this stone to cook up because I am going to make a advanced furnace. What is it called? Evolved furnace. I need some glass, I need a hopper, and I need some stone slabs. I also need 4 cobblestone, I think. I'm gonna have to do something about storage soon as well. Oh, that's another mod I installed. Iron chests. CPW has updated iron chests. Well, no, I don't want to put that in there. Updated iron chests for 189. So now we have access to larger storage options. But there's our evolved furnace. And you can be busted. And you can be put in there. But now, as you can see, you've got 2 fuel slots. 2 slots for stuff you want to melt up. And 4 slots for output, as well as the XP line. We can't use the XP line yet because I forgot to go and grab some more sand. Because I'm a derp. Been a very derpy episode so far. Didn't get a heck of a lot from the ravine. Basically that iron that you saw there is all I got really. Plus 5 from the hopper. Melon. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm making an experience crystal for that furnace. So move over iron. We're going to do the glass first. So I'll be back once that sand is ready. Okay. 4 glass plus our ender pearl, and I think it's just like that. Yes, it is. So you can see that there's 3 XP in there. From what I understand, this won't fill up with anything yet, but as soon as that hits 10 XP, that'll go into the experience crystal. The experience crystal doesn't just hold 10 XP though. It holds a lot more than that. So this experience crystal could be sitting here for a long time just gathering experience, which is great. And we're going to take some of those that iron, because what we need to do is upgrade tools. And it pretty much is just going to be pickaxes for days right now. That's iron plates from Thorncraft. Hello zombie, I do hear you out there by the way. Pickaxes for days. Put iron there. Wow, I already had 11 iron. I am really not onto it today. What can we do with a drunken sailor? We need to make a new chest. I'm just going to make a new double chest, to be honest. That takes care of that problem. Just soaring it up for a little while, as long as we can before we have to take responsibility for our actions, ideally. But what I'm thinking of doing right now is taking some wood, and we're going to get started on making some Thorncraft stuff. So we need another one of those though. Yeah. And wand. We'll just stick you in the corner here. I will expand this shed at some point. So we've got our arcane work table. But now we need to make our research table. Because research is how we gain access to all the fun stuff in Thorncraft. I also noticed something while spelunking is that Thorncraft wasn't installed when I found this jungle, which means we need to retrogen the jungle. Otherwise we won't find any Thorncraft ores or crystals of any kind, which is really sad. So there will be some retrogening going on next episode. But I thought, because we are getting to that point where I have to wrap up the episode, I would try and squeeze in some basic Thorncraft lessons, if I can even think of where to start looking. Yeah, I want to go out that way. Because I'm looking for squid. Squid and chicken. For a feather and an ink sac. Once I have said things, I will also need more glass, so thanks for reminding me, brain. We need some sand. Hello, squid. Please don't mind me, I just need your ink sacs. Which also means you need to die, which is, you know, just par for the course. As cute as you are. In your little squiddy way. I think 8 will do for now. Although you're in my way, so off you go. That's a sign of something. We should check that out at some point. Swimming and eating melon. Sounds like a good day, actually, just to be able to swim around and eat some melon. But we need to find chicken, or alternatively, I will go by the shed and see if I had picked up a feather before we go hunting down chickens. Ideally. Hoi. Sand. We do not have a feather, unless I'm blind. Pretty sure we don't, though. So, let's go about trying to find some feathernies. If we can. There's been a lot of... Okay, well that's... that's not a good sign. I would really like to just sleep through that blood moon, if you guys don't mind. I'm sure you would love to see what a blood moon has in store for me, but I would prefer not to die tonight. Ideally. I'm not sure why I kept running in the opposite direction when I saw that message. Ooh. As you can see, the night is not the same color as you're used to. It is red. And it also gets much darker, much faster. And we need to get in here now. You don't feel tired enough to sleep. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, you can see on the mini-map what's happening right now. But I am going to leave that for next episode. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but it'll be fun, I promise. See you soon.